say thank you to our other relatives for opening up with the prayer, and of course we always like to acknowledge our relatives for the territory that we're on. So thank you again for being here and opening us in a good way. The second thing I'd like to do really quickly is acknowledge our panel tonight. I don't know if you've noticed, there's a picture that's been going around that the U.S. government has, the administration that is making decisions on behalf of the U.S. citizens. And there's a picture saying, what's wrong with this photo? And if you look, there's all men in that picture. If you look at our panel, we have all women in here. So I want to acknowledge that. So my name is Evie. I'm part of an organization called Tonatierra. And our organization is a nonprofit 501c3 that is, really our 501c3 serves as a vehicle for our traditional community. So our community looks much like this, where the women are really in the forefront of decision making, and the families are the ones who make the decision on behalf of us. And so a lot of the work that we do out of Tonatierra, which also serves as an embassy for Indigenous peoples, is really guided by a traditional community. We are one of the plaintiffs suing the state of Arizona on the SB 1070 law. So a lot of our work is around not just migrant rights, but Indigenous rights in general. We are also part of the Confederacy of the Eagle and the Condor. And for those of you who are familiar with that, it's basically a prophecy of people from the north and the south, Indigenous peoples coming together. So our organization really does serve as a bridge, if you will, between nations in the north and nations in the south. When you hear a lot of the people speaking tonight, you're going to hear a common theme, and that is basically extractive industries. We're fighting the same fight. We're fighting the same beast. We're protecting the same water. And this is something that's common not just here in the so-called US, but also on an international level. The same Canadian mining companies that are mining in Canada are also down in the south of Guatemala. They are inflicting violence against Indigenous women. They are the same companies and land camps that are in Canada are also in Guatemala. And I've had, I've been fortunate enough to work on an international level. And as amazing as the experience is, it's also very disheartening because you hear the same stories coming from all different Indigenous communities, not just here in Africa, in Asia, in the Pacific, in the Arctic. Our stories are the same. We're fighting the same colonial institutions, the same corporations, the same mining companies, and it's a global issue. And the thing about Indigenous peoples is it's not just us trying to protect the world for ourselves. It's for everybody. It's for humans. It's for all kinds. And so we're really glad that, and really happy that the Green Party approached us when they brought in Winona. Because they wanted to talk about Indigenous issues, right? And we all know about Standing Rock. We all know about the issue that's happening in Standing Rock. And as a matter of fact, many of us came together. We met at a protest. We met at actions that were happening around Standing Rock. And we started organizing together and said, how can we help each other? We have a lot of issues that are similar here in Arizona. And so when the Green Party approached us, they said, this is a perfect opportunity for us to open up the door to everyone else here that knows about Standing Rock, but doesn't know about Loop 202, or doesn't know about Oak Flat, or doesn't know about Not Your Mascot, or doesn't know about all the issues that are happening here, the Havasu pipe, the uranium mining. It's an opportunity for us to get together and educate people here in Arizona to know that there is a Standing Rock here. The struggle is everywhere. And so we are very honored to have your ear tonight, to have you listen to all of these amazing women who are going to be coming up and speaking on behalf of each individual group. And so with that, I'd like to invite Amanda Blackforce from the Arizona Rally Against Native Mascot.